Welcome back, everybody. Today's deep dive is gonna be pretty interesting, I think. We're looking at these notebooks,
Okay.
but they're not just any notebooks. These
Right.
are from a company called UkraineBoost. And
UkraineBoost.
yeah,
Oh.
and they're doing some really cool things.
Oh, cool. I'm intrigued. What is it?
Well, they have these beautiful Christmas-themed notebooks.
Christmas. Okay.
But every purchase you make from them supports Ukraine.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
So we're going to look at how they combine capturing Christmas memories
Okay.
and supporting Ukraine's fight for freedom and security.
Interesting. Yeah. There's this thing that we all have, right? That desire to hold on to special moments.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially around Christmas time.
Yeah, for sure.
And it seems like UkraineBoost is really onto something here.
Right.
Tapping into that feeling and connecting it to something bigger than ourselves.
Yeah, it's really clever how they've done it.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at these notebooks first.
Okay.
We've got 4 designs here, and they each have a really unique cover illustration.
Oh.
The first one is Notesbog Drang-og Page Gor I Sneen,
Okay.
which translates to boy and girl walking in the snow.
So cute.
I know, right?
It
It shows 2 children walking through a snowy village.
Nice.
All lit up with Christmas lights, just makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, the imagery they chose for these covers?
Yeah.
Because they're not just random Christmas scenes.
Yeah.
Each one taps into those, universal symbols and emotions
Oh,
that we associate with Christmas.
Yeah.
Like children, the nativity, Santa Claus.
Right.
We all know them. We recognize them.
Yeah.
No matter our background.
Yeah.
And it instantly takes us back to thinking about our own Christmases.
It's true. The second notebook is Notes Bog Jesus Barnett.
Okay.
And I bet you can guess what that is.
The nativity.
Yes. It's the nativity scene with Mary and Joseph
Oh, yeah.
and baby Jesus surrounded by shepherds and angels.
The classic.
It's beautiful. It really captures the miracle and beauty of Christmas Eve.
You know what's really nice about this one?
What's that?
The simplicity of it.
Yeah.
I think that's actually really powerful.
Yeah.
It lets us project our own feelings and understandings onto the scene.
You're right about that.
It's open to interpretation.
Okay, so then we have Notesbog Julmanden.
Santa.
Yep. This one has Santa flying over snowy mountains under a starry sky with a crescent moon.
Now that's Christmas magic.
Yeah, we got a note. Talk about nostalgia. It takes you right back, doesn't
It
it?
really does.
Makes you almost want to put out some cookies and milk.
Oh, for sure. For sure. That childlike wonder waiting for Santa.
I know. All right, and the last one is Notesbog Julepiger.
Jolbiger?
Okay. This one, again, we've got these 2 girls all bundled up, walking hand in hand down a snowy street carrying gifts.
Nice.
And just like the first one, you've got that village glowing with lights in the background.
Yeah, there's definitely a theme of friendship and togetherness in these illustrations, which is so important,
It is.
It's what Christmas is all about for so many people.
It is. Okay, so all these notebooks have gorgeous covers, obviously.
For sure. What about the insides, though?
Yeah, so they all have these nice features, too.
Okay. Like what?
Soft touch covers,
Mm-hmm.
durable paper,
Nice.
spiral binding,
Good.
and dotted pages.
Dotted pages. Now, hold on a second. Is that a hint that they're targeting a specific audience, maybe?
Well,
Like bullet journal people?
you know what? That's a really good point.
Is it?
I hadn't even thought of that.
Oh, really?
It would make sense, though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It seems like they put a lot of thought into all the details.
Yeah.
Plus, they all have the same dimensions, so you could collect them all.
Oh, that's nice. They're like a series.
Right. That consistency is important, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
If you're trying to, create a cohesive product line.
Yeah. Consistency is key for branding and recognition.
Exactly. Oh, and I almost forgot there's one more detail about the production that I
Yeah.
thought was really interesting.
What is it?
Each notebook is made to order.
Made to order. That is interesting.
Right.
It makes me think about sustainability.
Me too. Like they're being mindful of the environment.
Exactly.
So they only make a notebook when someone orders it.
Right. So no overproduction.
Exactly. No waste.
Which is a huge problem.
It is.
I'm glad to see they're thinking about that.
Yeah, me too. So they're making beautiful, high-quality products,
Right.
but also trying to reduce their environmental impact.
I like it.
Okay, so we've talked about the notebooks themselves,
All right.
but let's get to the why behind them.
Okay, the why.
Why did they make these notebooks? What are they for?
I'm all ears.
They're designed for Christmas journaling.
Christmas journaling.
Okay. Have you ever tried that?
I haven't.
Really?
But
Oh,
But I get the appeal I do.
yeah.
It's such an emotional time of year. Yeah, it is.
All those traditions. the sensory experiences.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It makes sense that we want to capture that somehow.
Right.
Right.
How many times have you wished that you could really remember
Oh, yeah.
those Christmases from when you were a kid?
All the time.
I know.
All the time.
And journaling is like creating a time capsule.
Yeah.
You can relive those experiences years later.
It's more than just facts, though, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
about capturing the feeling,
Right.
the atmosphere,
Yes.
the essence of that Christmas.
Yeah.
Like how the tree lights twinkled on the ornaments,
Yes.
smell of cinnamon and pine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
those details.
It's like creating a sensory scrapbook,
Yes.
but with words.
Exactly.
And you can really tailor it to your own experiences.
Right.
It doesn't have to be about the big events.
Yeah.
It can be about those little details that make your Christmas unique.
Because you know what, those little details?
Right.
They often hold the most meaning.
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
So like we have this source that talks about capturing details about your decorations.
Okay.
So it could be anything from describing the tree as a whole
Mm-hmm.
to focusing on a specific ornament.
Okay.
Like imagine years from now,
Yeah.
you're reading about this handmade ornament that your kid made in kindergarten.
Ah.
And you remember how excited they were to hang it on the tree.
I love that. Those little moments.
Powerful, right?
Yeah, it really is. And you know what?
Yeah.
Think about the stories those ornaments could tell.
Yeah.
Maybe some are heirlooms,
Yeah.
passed down through generations.
Oh, for sure.
Each with its own history and meaning.
Right.
And if you document those stories in your journal, it adds a whole other layer to your memories.
It does. It's like building a tangible family history,
It is.
but with this emotional core to it.
I love that.
Right. And you could also capture memories of those special events, you know?
Yeah, like what kind of events?
Like going to a Christmas play with your family.
Oh.
Or even just like those everyday moments of togetherness.
Oh, I love that.
The simple stuff.
Yeah, like playing board games by the fire.
It's funny, isn't it?
Oh.
Those little mundane moments,
Yeah.
they often become the most cherished memories.
They do.
Later on.
Right. And it doesn't have to be just happy memories either.
That's true.
Sometimes reflecting on those challenges or even sad moments
Yeah.
can be really insightful.
You know, life isn't always perfect.
It's not.
Even at Christmas time.
Nope.
And acknowledging those difficult times
Yeah.
can actually make the happy ones feel even more precious.
Yeah. It puts things in perspective.
Exactly.
And journaling allows you to kind of process those emotions
Right.
and integrate them into your story.
It's all part of the narrative.
It is. And then, years down the line,
Yeah.
when you look back at those entries,
Mhm.
you'll understand how those experiences shaped you.
You get that perspective.
Yeah, it's all about growth.
Okay, so we've got all these personal reasons to do Christmas journaling.
Right.
But let's go back to UkraineBoost's mission.
Okay.
Because we said earlier, every purchase you make
Right.
supports Ukraine.
It's a really powerful thing.
It is.
As we sit here talking about Christmas and enjoying our own traditions,
Yeah.
there are people out there who don't have that same privilege.
Yeah, that's true.
And buying these notebooks can actually make a difference in their lives.
It's humbling, isn't it?
It is.
That something as simple as buying a notebook
Yeah.
can be an act of solidarity.
It's not just about the money either.
Right.
It's about raising awareness.
Yes. Keeping the conversation going
Yeah.
about Ukraine
Exactly. And showing our support.
in a tangible way.
Yeah. You're not just talking about it. You're doing something.
You're taking action.
Yeah. And reminding people that the fight for freedom is still happening.
It's like we're combining those two things, right?
What two things?
Our own personal Christmas memories
Okay.
and this global story of Ukraine's fight for a brighter future.
I like that.
It's really cool how they've done that.
It shows how connected things can be.
Right. You buy this notebook to write down your memories,
Yeah.
and you're also becoming a part of this larger story.
It's a story of hope
Yeah.
and resilience and human connection.
And that connection is really what Christmas is all about, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Coming together.
Sharing traditions,
Building joy.
but it's also about extending that circle
Yeah.
to those who are struggling,
Yeah.
those who are fighting for things that we take for granted.
It's true.
Yeah.
You said it perfectly.
Did I?
It's about recognizing that our joy
Yeah.
is amplified when we share it.
And that our actions
And even small actions
can make a difference.
can have ripple effects.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've covered a lot about these notebooks.
Yeah, we have.
But I want to know, what's the
Understood.
most compelling part of this whole concept to you?
Ah. Let me think. What really resonates with me
What's that?
is that we can find beauty and meaning even in the midst of tough times.
Yeah.
This company, UkraineBoost,
Mm-hmm.
came from a country facing so much hardship,
Right.
but they're creating these beautiful things
Yeah.
that encourage us to reflect on our own blessings
Yeah.
and to help those in need.
It's pretty inspiring.
It is.
And it makes me think,
What do you think?
how can we carry this spirit of generosity and
Yeah.
hope with us throughout the whole year?
That's the key, isn't it?
Yeah.
Christmas is a great time to focus on those things.
Yeah.
But they're important all year round.
You're so right.
All right.
Well, I think we're ready to wrap up part 1 of this deep dive.
Okay. Sounds good.
But before we go, I want to leave you with a question to ponder.
All right. Shoot. Okay. So where were we?
We were about to really dive into the how-to of Christmas journaling.
Right. Christmas journaling.
Okay, so like we've established, it's more than just listing the presents you got.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like the big events.
That's about those details, right?
Yeah. Yes. The sensory details.
The emotion.
Yeah. How do we capture all of that and make it really come alive on the page?
Okay, well, think about it like you're painting a picture with words.
Okay. I like that.
You want to use really descriptive language
Okay.
to evoke all 5 senses.
All 5, like sight, sound, smell,
Yes.
touch even.
Exactly.
Okay, so instead of just writing, we had a Christmas tree,
Right.
we would describe the ornaments,
Yeah.
color of the lights, the smell of the pine needles.
Make me feel like I'm actually standing in the room with you.
Right. You want
Right.
to transport the reader there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And don't forget about sound.
Oh, sound. Yeah.
Was there music playing?
Oh, yeah.
Was the fireplace crackling?
Maybe some laughter in the
All
background.
those little sounds, they create a soundscape.
Ooh, I like that. A sandscape for your memories.
Right. It adds another dimension.
Ah, this is making me think about taste, too.
Oh, taste, of course.
Because food is such a big part of Christmas for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What are some ways we can capture that?
Well, imagine years from now, you're reading about your grandma's sugar cookies,
Oh my gosh, yes.
and you can almost taste them again.
Yes.
Or the smell of a roasting turkey filling the house.
Oh my gosh, that's powerful.
Those sensory details are so evocative.
They are. Okay, so we've got the sensory details down.
All right.
But what about the actual events and activities?
Yeah, what
that we write about those in a way that feels authentic and engaging.
Well, instead of just listing everything you did.
Right, like we went to church, then we opened presents.
Exactly. Try to focus on the emotions
Okay.
and the interactions.
Oh, I like that.
So, like, how did you feel during the Christmas Eve service?
Yeah.
What were some funny moments you shared with your family?
Well, decorating the tree.
Exactly. So it's less about recounting facts
Yeah.
and more about capturing the essence of the experience.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Right. So instead of we open presents,
Yeah.
you could describe the feeling of anticipation.
Oh, the anticipate.
The look on your little sister's face when she got that pony she wanted. Or maybe even a funny story about a gift gone wrong.
Yes. That's what makes it memorable, right?
Exactly. It's those little stories and details
Yeah.
that make it personal and engaging.
It makes it come alive.
You want the reader to feel like they're right there with you.
Experiencing the magic.
Exactly.
This is making me want to start my Christmas journal right now.
You should. Is there anything else we should keep in mind? Let me think. Oh, what about the act of giving?
Giving. Oh, that's a good one.
Because Christmas is about generosity.
Yes.
And sharing.
Right.
Absolutely. So it's worth reflecting on that too.
What kind of things would you write about?
Like what gifts were you excited to give to other people?
Okay, yeah.
How did it feel to see their reaction when they opened it?
Oh, that's nice.
You know, because it's so easy to get caught up in what we're getting.
It is.
But giving can be just as rewarding.
If not more so.
Right. It's about that connection you make with someone.
Knowing that you brought them a little bit of happiness.
That's the spirit of Christmas.
It is. And it doesn't have to be just about gifts either.
Right.
You could write about acts of kindness or service.
Like what?
Like if you volunteered somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Or donated to a charity.
Mm-hmm.
It's all part of capturing who you were during that Christmas season.
It is. You're creating a record of your values.
Yeah.
And the things that are important to you.
It's like leaving a legacy for future generations.
I love that idea.
Right. Imagine your kids or grandkids reading your Christmas journals years from now.
They'll get to know you on a deeper level.
Right. They'll see your heart.
The traditions that shaped your family.
It's beautiful. Okay. But we can't forget about the bigger picture here.
Oh, right. The bigger picture. What's that?
Well, by buying these notebooks from UkraineBoost, we're also supporting a really important cause.
We are. It's a powerful thing to think about.
It is.
As we're enjoying our own holidays.
Yeah, it's a good reminder that not everyone has that privilege.
That's right.
And that our actions can really impact other people's lives.
It's humbling.
It is.
Oh.
So yeah, buying a notebook, it
Yeah.
can be an act of solidarity.
It's about more than just the notebook itself.
Exactly. And it's more than just the financial support, too.
What else is it?
It's about raising awareness.
Right. Keeping the conversation going about what's happening in Ukraine.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
we're kind of weaving these two narratives together.
Okay, I like that. What two narratives?
Our personal narrative of Christmas memories
Yeah.
and this global narrative of Ukraine's fight for freedom.
That's a powerful image.
It is. It
Yeah.
shows how connected we all are.
It does. By writing down our Christmas memories in these notebooks,
Yeah.
we become part of something bigger.
It's a story of resilience, hope, and human connection.
And connection.
Yes,
That's really what Christmas is all about.
it is.
Being with loved ones.
Sharing traditions.
But it's also about extending that circle
Mm-hmm.
of compassion and support
Yes.
to those who need it most.
Those who are struggling. Exactly.
You put it beautifully.
Did I?
It's about recognizing that our joy is amplified when we share it.
And our actions.
Even small actions can have ripple effects.
It can change the world.
Well said.
Oh,
Okay, I think we've covered a lot of ground here.
I think we have.
We've talked about the notebooks, the how-to of Christmas journaling.
UkraineBoost's mission.
It's been a good conversation.
It has. What's next?
Well, I think we're ready to wrap up this part of our deep dive.
Okay.
But before we do, I have one final question for you to think about.
Yeah.
All right, so as we wrap up this deep dive into UkraineBoost
Okay.
and the magic of Christmas journaling,
Okay.
I have one final question for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
If you could bottle up one Christmas memory,
Oh, wow.
like one perfect little moment in time,
Okay.
which would you choose?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I know, right?
There's so many to pick from.
But think about it.
Okay.
What's that one memory that really embodies the spirit of Christmas for you?
Okay, I think I have it.
Yeah.
It was when I was maybe 7 or 8.
And it was snowing outside.
Oh,
And my whole family was gathered around the tree.
I love it.
And we were singing Christmas carols.
Oh, that's so nice.
And I just remember feeling so much love and warmth
Yeah.
and just pure joy.
It's a beautiful memory.
It is.
And how do you think sharing that memory,
Yeah.
maybe with future generations,
Mm-hmm.
could help create a brighter future?
Well, I think those memories, when we share them,
Yeah.
they can create a ripple effect,
Oh, interesting.
spreading warmth and understanding
Yeah.
and that special kind of hope that we feel at Christmas time.
It's like each memory is a little spark of light.
I love that.
And when we share them, we're illuminating the world bit by bit.
It's a beautiful way to put it.
It really ties in with everything we've talked about today.
It does.
Those personal stories.
Yeah.
When we preserve them, they have the power to connect us, to
Oh, yeah.
inspire us, and to remind us of what truly matters.
It's all about human connection.
It is.
Mm.
So let's do a quick recap. We took a close look at these amazing notebooks from UkraineBoost.
Right. Those gorgeous illustrations.
Yeah, and we can't forget that they're sustainably produced.
And that each purchase supports Ukraine.
Exactly. And then we talked about all the reasons to try Christmas journaling.
Capturing those sensory details and emotions.
Right. And how those little family moments
Yeah.
can become such precious memories years down the line.
It's like creating a tangible family history.
Right. And it's not just about writing down facts,
No, it's about capturing the feeling.
the essence of the experience.
Exactly.
We also talked about how those memories can become a legacy
Yeah. Passed down through generations.
and how even small acts of kindness can be meaningful.
It's all part of the story.
And of course, we can't forget about the bigger picture. By
Right.
choosing these notebooks, we're making a conscious decision
Yeah.
to support Ukraine.
And their fight for freedom.
Exactly. It's about aligning our actions with our values.
And making a difference in the world.
So if you're intrigued by these notebooks,
As I'm sure you are.
I highly recommend checking out UkraineBoost.com.
Yeah, go take a look.
Explore the designs
Yeah.
and start thinking about which Christmas memories
Mm-hmm.
you want to capture in their pages.
It could be the start of a beautiful new tradition.
It could. And on that note, I think we'll wrap up this deep dive.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much for joining us
Yeah, thanks for having me.
as we explored the heartwarming magic of Christmas journaling
It was a pleasure.
and the incredible work that UkraineBoost is doing.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays!